Hello, hello. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or type in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. I can hear the music in the background, which is lovely. But can you guys hear me, see me? Type in the chat. Thank you. Hey, Beck. Okay, I can see you. Yes, hi, Sam. We missed you, Sam. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm sure you're glad to be back as well. Hey, Atish. Welcome, welcome. Feels like long time no see. It's been a while. It's been a minute. So awesome. Okay, cool. We're gonna wait for a little bit for people to hop on. Yes, we missed you too, Sam. We miss you. See you soon. Welcome back. So we're gonna give some time for people to find the course, the masterclass. Sometimes people need some time to look for it. Okay. And then if you don't have the workbook, it's gonna be somewhere posted inside the Facebook group. Make sure you do go grab it. If you don't have the workbook, that's okay too. You're just gonna grab a notebook. You're gonna take some notes. That'll be fine too. Okay. So if you have the workbook or the notebook, let me know. Just type 1 in the chat and let me know you're ready. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Type 1 in the chat. You can hear me, see me, you're ready to learn. Type 1 in the chat, please. Yes, Atish. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Welcome to the workshop. It's called, hey, Jonathan. Hi. Welcome to the masterclass. Florence, you don't have the workbook. That's okay. So you should be finding it somewhere posted. But if you don't have the workbook, don't worry about it. Just get a notebook, a notepad. Just take lots of notes. Okay. There isn't too much in the workbook. I'm gonna be going over anyways. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started because we have a lot to cover. Okay. So first of all, welcome to day 1 of how to manifest what you want in 30 days workshop. Okay. And the reason why I named it 30 days is because believe it or not, we're about 6 weeks away from the end of the year. It's crazy, right? So let's use this time to manifest some of the things that you want to happen by the end of the year. Okay. And if you know what you want to manifest, what are some of your goals? Anybody? What would you like to see happen or manifest by the end of the year? Type in the chat. What would you like to see happen? You don't have to put down your goal per se, but you can put down like income, you could put down like vacation or health, relationship. What would you like to manifest in the next 30 days? Think about this. I want you to think about it. What would you like to manifest within the next 30 days? What area of your life? Is it health? Is it relationship? Is it business? Is it income? Type in the chat. What would you like to manifest? Ooh, Michael. 80K in commission. I love it. Okay. You see, it's very precise. Yes? Health, vacation, income. Oh, maybe the name will come through. So all of those. Okay. So you want to be specific. Okay. So for example, vacation. Where do you want to go? When do you want to go? Do you want to go by the end of the year? Right? And then health. What do you mean by health? Okay. So I don't know who said that. I didn't see the name, but you want to be specific. Okay. And then I see Sam Ton is 20K in commission. Yay! You're back in business. Atish. It's Atish. 2 weeks in Dubai. Oh my God. Yes, yes. Is it by the end of the year? You gotta wait for me to get there first, Atish. When would you like it? Right? When? Okay. So I'm gonna teach you guys on today's workshop. Okay. So workshop is gonna be today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Okay. I'm gonna teach you on how to manifest what you want. Okay. But I cannot tell you what to manifest. You're the one who's gonna decide what you want to manifest. That's why it's important for you to write down what you want to manifest, okay? Because you need to know the what, and then we can figure out how to get there, okay? That's the most important thing. So does everybody have a what you want to manifest? Okay, yay. Okay, Florence, perfect. 50K income no later than December. Okay, by December 31st, yep. Hey, Jonathan, you want to manifest impact. Income is a reflection of impact. Perfect. Okay. But also you want to be measurable. You want to be measurable. So when you say you want to make more impact, is it impact in the number of clients, number of closed deals, or monetary? Okay. So more, universe doesn't know what is more. Okay. So you want to be specific. And then that goes with everybody. Okay, every time when you say you want to manifest things, when you say happiness, I want to be more, like want to be happier. Okay, how can you measure that? Okay, so goals have to be measurable. Okay, so Jonathan, it could be a number of clients you want to impact, right? Be specific, yeah, or amount of money, right? Because you can measure that. Yes, beautiful. Okay. Now you know what you want to manifest. Okay. Now we can dive right in. Okay. So this is just to set it up for you guys. So first of all, let me backtrack a little bit. My name is Amy Lin, and I am the Opulent Coach. I'm also the admin for this group. If you're new to the Wealthy Mindset for Entrepreneur group, welcome. This is a group of individuals where we come together and we share ideas, or any ideas or thoughts or things that you can learn to help you to have a healthy and wealthy mindset. Okay. Every month I do workshops like these. Okay. And it ranges from, manifesting money, goes to talking about sales, or we also talk about some of the books that we've been reading, things like that. Okay. And I don't know, this might be the last masterclass or workshop for the year. We'll see. December, let's see. Okay, we might do another one, but if not, you want to definitely tune into today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I would like to start off with today's workshop with a quote by Wallace D. Wattles. Okay, if you have the workbook, it says on there. If you don't, that's okay. I'm gonna read it for you. Okay. So in the workbook, this quote by Wallace D. Wattles. Okay, who I think some of you have heard about Wallace D. Wattles. Yes, some of you. Wallace D. Wattles. He is the author of the book, The Science of Getting Rich. Okay, so this is the book that our clients and we've been reading this book together. Okay, The Science of Getting Rich. Okay, if you have never heard about this book, okay, you might have heard about this book, The Secret. Anyone has ever read this book or watched the documentary, The Secret by Rhonda Burns? Anybody? Type yes in the chat so I know maybe you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you don't, that's okay. But if you haven't, I would highly recommend you to, read the book, watch the documentary. Okay. Yes, beautiful, Florence. Okay, good. So Rhonda Byrne. So this book was a hit. Okay, back in the 2006. Yeah. Hey, Laurie. Good to see you. Yes, yes. Okay. So this book was a hit. It came out in 2006. Okay, it was the first time where it's called The Secret, but it's not a secret anymore. Okay, but this book is based off of one of the laws that which we're going to talk about, not today. I think we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Okay, which is law of attraction. Okay, law of attraction. So Rhonda Byrne, she actually based this book off of this book, right? So this is kind of like the original, okay, the OG, I call it. And then she used this material to come up with this book, right? And so most people know about this book, right? Not so much Science Getting Rich, okay? But this is where the origins, where everything came from, okay? Hey, Janine, good to see you. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this quote. So Wallace D. Wattles, the author of Science of Getting Rich, okay, this is his quote. He says that you don't get rich by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. Okay. Anybody, if you wanted to kind of, it's better if you can type it, okay, so you remember it. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. You don't get rich by doing certain things. Okay, so it's not about what you do that makes someone rich. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. Okay. So again, it's not about what you do that makes someone rich. It's how you do it. Okay? Just like this workshop, it's how you manifest what you want. Okay? There's a certain way of manifesting. You guys are able, I mean, you guys are here, so you guys are able to see. I have some people that's not able to come in. Let me see. That's interesting. Okay. I want to make sure some people are actually the person that one of my clients, Kyle, I don't know if he's here now. Usually this I actually teach it to my clients only. Okay, and then and I thought, okay, so I might as well just share with all of you. Okay, but usually this is the material that I only teach to my clients. Okay, paying clients. Okay, so Kyle, hopefully you're here. He wanted to be able to get here. Okay, so did you guys get that? What I said about the quote? You don't get things by doing certain things. You get rich by doing things in a certain way. Okay? And so what is the certain way, you think? What is the certain way? Yay, Kyle! You made it. Beautiful. We're just getting started, so you're right on time. Okay. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting that. Yes. Really take some time to think about that. Okay? A lot of times you look at successful people, right? And then you want to know what they're doing, right? And you want to learn, copy what they're doing, okay? It is part of the success formula, okay? But it's not so much about what they do that makes them successful. It's how they do it, okay? And part of that, you want to write this down, part of the how is how they think. Okay, you really want to know if you want to, if you get a chance to have lunch with a high achiever or someone who is, really successful, for example, you want to pick their brain by asking them, not so much what is it that you're doing. You want to ask them, how do you think? How do you think about yourself? How do you think about your goals? right? What beliefs do you have? Okay, what is your faith? Okay, when I talk about faith, it's not about religion, but it's faith about you reaching your goal. Okay, do they believe in themselves? Do they believe in the universe, for example? Okay, so that's what I mean by doing the things in a certain way, the how in a way. Okay, and also, if you want to manifest things with ease, okay, so who here wants to manifest with ease rather than like push and force? Who here want to manifest with ease? You can just type ease in the chat so I know. I can drink some water. Who here wants to learn how to manifest with ease? Yes? Yes. Ease. Thank you, Florence. Beautiful. Right? Yeah, Thomas, with ease. Okay. So there's two ways to go about reaching your goals. Okay. You can work really, really hard. You'll get your goals. Or you can work with ease, right? This is called working harder or working smarter. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Ease. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so everybody says ease. So the way how you can manifest things, get what you want with ease, is you want to be in alignment with what I talk about, the universal laws. So you want to write that down. You want to become in alignment with the universal laws. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Okay, so the next 3 days. That's what I'm going to talk about. If you want to manifest things into your life with ease and flow, you want to get in alignment with the laws of the universe. Okay, and I'll talk more about what that means. Think about, I mentioned this yesterday, which is think about going on being in alignment with the universal law. It's like going downstream, right? You're just sitting there and then you're flowing, right? Easy, right? Easy flowing. But then if you're not aware of the universal laws, right? Some people are not aware, right? Some people are not aware, which I'm going to ask you guys in a little bit, okay? Some people are not aware of the universal laws. So what they do is they go upstream, right? They work really, really hard, and then sometimes fighting the universal laws, and they don't even know it. Okay. So by comment below in the chat, what laws are you actually familiar with? When I talk about universal laws, okay, and I know some of you are my clients, so you'll probably know the answer, but for the rest of you, okay, if you have never, seen me talk before, and if I asked you, what universal laws are you familiar with? What would you say? Universal laws. Like the laws of the universe. Do you know? What are some of the laws? Throw it in the chat, just so I know where everybody's at. What laws are you aware? Thank you, Kyle. Yes, law of gravity. Ooh, is it Sanjeevi? I hope I'm saying that right. I might say that wrong, but yes, law of attraction. Yes. Okay, see, most people know law of attraction, right? Because this book made it really, really mainstream. Okay, so most people know of law of attraction, and then Kyle says law of gravity, right? I think most people know law of gravity. Okay, so I'm gonna use law of gravity. Yeah, Atish, gender, right? So which we're gonna talk about that. Okay, beautiful. So let's use law of gravity for a little bit. Okay, everybody knows gravity. Okay, regardless of where you're at, right? Thomas, you're so cute. Law of opposites. I know which one you're talking about. Oh, thank you. Polarity. Thank you. Hey, Helen. Ooh, I see some of my previous clients here. Welcome, welcome. It's good to refresh, yes, your memory. Okay. Vibration, absolutely. Okay. Cause and effect, Rahima, yes, cause and effect, for sure. Okay. So I'm going to talk about use gravity, law of gravity as an example, right? Because you know law of gravity, you're not going to jump from the building, right? Because you know gravity, right? I think everybody would not argue with that. You would not jump off a building because you know through the law of gravity you're going to fall, right? Same thing. You see? You're not going to try to fight it. You're not going to think about, "Oh, if I jump, am I going to fall?" Like, you don't waste your energy thinking or wondering, right? Or doubting, right? You don't, because you know. Okay? So what if I told you that the laws that I'm going to talk about and share with you, once you know them, and then particularly about your goals, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay? Whether that be money, clients, health, okay, impact in the business, whatever that looks like. Okay? What if I told you that as long as you get in alignment with the laws, you don't have to worry or doubt if it's going to happen. Just like law of gravity. Okay? Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Let me know. Okay? Give me a thumbs up and then I'll get into it. Okay? I'm going to get right into what are some of the laws that govern not only your goals, but govern everything in the world. Everything. Ooh, Florence, how do you not worry? That's a I will teach you a little bit. You know, if you come on these 3 days, once you understand, okay? So worry, think about this, the only time we worry about something is because we don't actually understand it. Right? Just like gravity. Are you gonna worry that if you jump down, you're gonna fall or you're gonna fly? Like, do you worry about that? I don't think so, right? Because you know you're gonna fall. It's like a given. It's like a guarantee. Okay. What if I told you that through the laws that I'm gonna be sharing with you, that your goal, your client, the money you want is guaranteed. 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 How would that feel? How would that feel if it's guaranteed? And that's the thing about the laws. Is the laws, what is the law? The law, you cannot change the law, right? Laws are set. And doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter where I am, doesn't matter if you're a good person or not a good person, okay? The laws apply to you. Okay, so in a sense, the laws don't care. The laws are impartial. Okay, so it's important for you to understand the laws and work with the laws. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I want to go over question number 1. What is the definition of natural law? You want to write this down. So I'm going to talk to you about 7 natural laws. Okay, so natural laws meaning the laws that govern nature, right? That's exactly what it means. Okay, so what is the natural law? Natural law is uniform. It's by order. Okay, and it's a way of how this whole universe works. Okay, that's what a natural law is. This is how the universe works. Okay, and you can refer to universe. Some people refer to the higher power, right? If you have read the book Think and Grow Rich, right? Napoleon Hill, in the book, he refers to as the infinite intelligence, right? Some people refer to as spirit. Some people refer to God, right? Okay, whatever you refer to as is this power that's bigger than us. Okay, and I'll give you this example. Okay, So if you look at the season, 4 seasons, right? Summer always follows spring, right? Winters always follow the fall. Yes? Yes? If you look at, that's nature. Yes? Spring always follow what? Winter. Winter always follow fall. Do you see there's a pattern? Or like day, sunrise, and then sunset, and then sunrise and sunset. Do you see that? There is a pattern that things move in. Yes? If it makes sense, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if it makes sense. Okay, if you start paying attention, you'll start to see that everything in the world is governing by some sort of laws. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I know maybe you never thought about it, but if you do take the time to think about it, right? It's moving in a certain way, you see? Right? So who governed that? If you think about it, who created the 4 seasons? Who created the sunrise, sunset, day light, and then nighttime? Who created that? Right? Not you and I, so someone more powerful than us. Okay? So that's what natural laws are. Okay? And how many natural laws are there? How many natural laws? There are 7 natural laws. Write that down. There are 7 natural laws. Okay. So if you look into it, if you Google how many laws are there, okay, there are actually many laws. Some other different way of saying. So there's actually 12 laws, okay, which they're all correct, okay. But for the purpose of this workshop, I'm just going to focus on 7 of the natural laws, okay. And then you want to write them down. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to go into it one by one, okay. And then when I share about the different laws, I'll share with you what does that have to do with your goals. Okay, so keep your goals in the back of your mind. Okay, so number 1, write this down, and then I put it in a sequence of what I'm gonna be going into today. Okay, so since there are 7 laws, today I'm gonna go into 3, tomorrow 2, and then Thursday, the last day, I'm gonna go into the last 2. Okay, so first one, you want to write this down. The first law I'm going to be talking about, it's called law of cause and effect. I think someone mentioned it, right? Is it Rahima? I think she mentioned it. Law of cause and effect. So write that down. Okay. It's not in the sequence of importance. It's just in the sequence that I would like to go over. Okay, so put that down. Law of cause and effect. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, law of polarity. Okay, I think Thomas mentioned it. He mentioned the law of opposite, which is true. It is the same, right? Law of the opposite. Okay, so we call it the law of polarity. Okay. Number 3, so for now, just list them out, and I'm going to go into each one of them. Okay, number 3, law of rhythm. Law of rhythm. You guys know how to hopefully spell it. Law of rhythm. Okay, that's the 3rd law. So I'm going to be diving in deeper today on these 3 laws. Okay. Number 4, which most people talked about earlier, the law of attraction. Okay. The law of attraction. It's also called the law of vibration. Okay, so those are the same thing, but so write them down. Okay, law of attraction and law of vibration. That's number 4. Number 5, law of relativity. Relativity. Everything is relative. That's number 5. Number 6. This is the long one. Long one. Okay. If someone can help type in the chat, I think that would be good. So it's called the law of perpetual. Okay, perpetual means never ending, right? Keep on ongoing. Okay, perpetual, something that's ongoing. Perpetual transmutation of energy. Transmutation is transmuting energy from one form to another form. Okay, so I know it sounds like a big one. Oh, thank you, Atish. Appreciate it. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Yeah, it's a mouthful. Okay, that's the longest one. Okay. That's the 6th one, and then the 7th one, which is the law of gender. I think someone said it as well. Yeah, law of gender. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 7 natural laws. Okay, 7 natural laws. So why is it important to know these laws? Why? Okay, so you can go downstream, right, with ease and flow. That's why, right, rather fighting upstream. Okay, so let's talk about the first one. I would like to go in and talk more about the law of cause and effect. Okay, I think a lot of you have heard about the law of cause and effect, or it's called the law of sowing and reaping. Yes, sowing and reaping. Okay, so basically what it means is what you put out is what you get back, right? That's what law of sowing and reaping, law of cause and effect. Okay? In a simple term, that's what it is. Okay. So the reason why I picked this as the first one is because Ralph Waldo Emerson, okay, Ralph Waldo Emerson, he actually said that the law of cause and effect is the law of laws. The law of laws. Okay, so you think it's pretty important, yes? The law of laws. Okay, and what does that mean? The law of laws. It's pretty simple. Is whatever energy you put out has to come back to you. Okay, think of it as a boomerang, right? Whatever you throw out, it's gotta come back to you, right? Whatever you throw out, it will come back, right? So if you know that, okay, if you know you throw the boomerang, like, are you gonna worry and doubt if it's gonna come back? Do you worry and doubt? Once you throw it, do you worry and doubt and like wonder if it's gonna come back? Think about this. Probably not, right? You don't worry and doubt because you know it's gonna come back, right? Think about that. Okay. So what is the cause and what is the effect? Let me ask you guys this question. So in terms of your goals, right? Whether that's by the end of 2022 or in the beginning of 2023, whatever goal that you're set for yourself. Okay. What do you think? Is that your goal? Is your goal a cause or is your goal an effect? That's the question for you guys to answer. Type in the chat. Do you think your goal is an effect or do you think your goal is the cause? The law of cause and effect. Do you think your goal is the cause or do you think your goal is the effect? Thomas, cause. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why do you guys have different answers? And you guys are my clients. Oh. You guys better come on the coaching calls, man. Ah, interesting. Some people said cause, some people say effect. Hema says both. Interesting. Why is it different answers? uh, oh, thank you, Thomas. After thinking it through, I'm glad you're thinking. Yes, Rahima, yes, that's right. It's never ending cycle. Hi, Jenny, thank you. It's a never ending cycle of cause and effect. Yes. Okay. But if you really think about it though, your goal is the effect that you want, right? The goal is the end result you want. So your goal is actually the effect, the end result you want. Okay? So if your goal is the end result you want, what would be the cause? Right? The money is what you want. That's the end result. That's the goal. Clients, health, relationship, house, whatever. That's the effect. So what would be the cause? What would be the cause? Yeah, Kyle, what you put out. Your thoughts, Michael. Okay? Your action. Okay? What else? Action. Yeah? What else? What's the effect? Decision, yes, for sure. So here's the thing, okay? So the effect is the goal you want. Most people are so fixated on the effect, okay? So it's important to know what the result is, right? Your goal is. It's important to know. But you don't need to be fixated on, oh man, like I need my goal is $30,000, right? Some people say that. And some people are just like so fixated on the end result. Okay. But what is the cause? The cause, actually, everybody said it in the chat. Okay. It's whatever energy you put out. It's the inspire action, right? I like to use what Sam calls it, inspire action. Okay. It's what's the cause? The causes is you. Okay. What are you putting out towards your goal? What are you putting out? Okay. So for example, if you want to earn $30,000 from services rendered, right? Services rendered. You're selling a product or you're providing a service. Okay. Then you just need to work on the causes. How much good can you put out? Right? So your energy, you're giving out. And then what type of energy are you giving out? Okay. Are you giving loving like energy, or are you giving scarcity, lack mentality, right? Because whatever you put out is whatever going to come back. You see? Make sense? Whatever you put out is whatever going to come back to you. So if you put in like you know, scarcity mindset around money or even around your client, that's what's going to come back. Okay? So don't focus so much on the effect. Like that's the end goal. You know where you're going, okay? But you want to focus on the causes. So every single day, you should be thinking to yourself, okay, what can I put out that will give me come back in a way of either money, or money is just exchange of energy, right? Or people or opportunity. Okay, it has to come back to you, you see, because it's a law of cause and effect. Ah, Florence, that's definitely a limiting belief, and it's a I will help you, but I can help you, but you need to let's get on a call together, okay? Because it's really deep. How do you stop a scarcity mindset? Okay, it's deeper than what you believe on a conscious level. Okay, it goes into like your belief system and all that, and your self-worth and all that. Okay, which I'm not gonna be able to go into today, But if you want to talk more about that, I can definitely help you offline. Okay. So going back to the cause and effect. So this is one thing I want to share with you guys. Okay. So some of you might think, okay, but Amy, like, I'm putting out all these energy to help this one client. Okay. And then it didn't go through. So all the energy is wasted. Okay. But that's not true. Right. So I know some of you think that way. Right. I know some of you think that way. I put all these energy and effort into this client, and then this client ended up ghosting. Right. Ghosting means like disappear. Okay. But you see, you put out the energy, it has to come back. It may not come back in the same client. So write that down. It may not come back from the same client. Okay. If you put your energy on this client, okay, it has to come back, right? It's a boomerang, but it may not have to come back from the same person. Okay. So knowing this, you'll feel better, right? Because it's not going to be energy wasted. You're going to just like, oh, okay, this person it's not aligning, right? And then, well, it will come back. Does that make sense for you guys? So I know you will feel less frustrated or holding a grudge, right? Because sometimes you feel like, oh, but I did all this work, but I didn't get it. Don't worry. It will come back to you in another form, in another person, through another person. Okay, so no need to worry. It's going to come back. You see, like, it's going to come back. Okay, so I want to demonstrate the law of cause and effect to you guys with visuals. Like, if you know me, I love visuals. Okay, do you guys know what this is? I know, like, you've probably seen this in school. Do you remember? Anybody? Let's see. Anybody in the audience know what this is? You've all seen this, but maybe not remember what it's called. It's pretty cool. I want to demonstrate this to you. Anybody? Yes? What is this called? You've seen this in school. Okay. I know. Michael. Pendulum, balls. Oh man. I want to send you guys back to school. The balls that go back and forth. Oh my gosh. You guys are cracking me up, okay? This is called, okay, going back to school. Ready? It's called Newton's cradle. Newton's cradle. Okay, I had to look it up what this is too before I can purchase it on Amazon. If you look at balls, you're gonna come out different things, okay? Trust me. So no. So Newton's cradle, okay, guys. All right. So watch this. So I want to demonstrate the law of cause and effect, okay? So right now, if I don't move, can you guys see this? Maybe, let's see. Is this better? Sideways? This way, okay. Right now, if I don't do anything, it's not moving, right? So all I need to do is to create a cause, okay? So the cause is my hand. You guys can see, maybe this way. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm creating a cause. So I'm just gonna pull this, and then I'm gonna let go. You see? Did you see that? How much work did I do to make this whole thing move? Right? I just pulled one and then I let go. And then the rest, it just took care of itself. Yeah, it's still going. So think about your goals as all this. Okay, so this is where manifestation happens. You want to write this down. Manifestation happens in sequence. Write that down. let's just say that you want to manifest $30,000. Okay, for you to manifest $30,000, you need to, for example, reach out to your prospects, right? That's the first ball, okay? And then it's gonna hit the second ball. It's gonna activate the second sequence, okay? So the second ball could be, oh, you talk to someone and then they said, oh, let me refer you to my friend of mine, right? And then you have a business, right? You close the sale. And then because the sale, they refer you another person, right? And then at the end, you have $30,000. Do you see that? Is this making sense? Yes, yes. Is this making sense? This is to demonstrate the law of cause and effect. So if you don't do anything, nothing is going to happen. Okay? If you don't do anything, nothing is going to happen. But if you just do this, at least the first step, the rest will trigger the next steps. You see? Okay. Let me know if it makes sense. Makes sense? Let me know in the chat because I can't see you guys. So if you can let me know, that'll be good. Make sense? Okay. And they're not just balls. You learned something today, hopefully. Yes, makes sense. Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Okay. All right. So that to demonstrate the law of cause and effect. Okay. So quickly, I'm gonna talk about makes sense. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. Okay. So every time when you think about that, I want you to think about the Newton's cradle, right? I need to set off the first step, and then the rest will set off in its action. You see? Okay. But you have to first take it. Okay. All right. The next one, number 2, the second law is the law of polarity. Law of polarity. Okay. So when it comes to the law of polarity, I want you to do this. Hopefully you guys can see. You guys see? The law of polarity. I want you guys to do this. So I want you to, on your notebook or somewhere, I just want you to write, write a line and then in the middle. Okay, you can see this. Okay. And in the middle, what I want you to write, out, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. And then on the right, I want you to write a positive sign, right? A positive sign. On the left, I want you to write a negative sign. Okay, good. Okay. So what this means is that everything is just is. Everything is just is. Okay. It is what it is. It's in the middle. It's neutral. It's neutral. It's neutral. When things happen to you or for you, it's neutral. Okay? It's your interpretation of good or bad. Do you see that? Okay. So I'll give you an example. If I asked you, hey, this morning you woke up and then you see rain. It started raining. It started raining. Okay. Is it good or bad? Type in the chat. When you wake up this morning or the next morning, for example, it started raining outside, like pouring outside. Is it good? Is it bad? Type in the chat. Is it good or is it bad? Florence. Bad because your dog hates the rain. Okay, okay. So Janet says neutral. Michael says it is what it is. Right? Good, Helen says. Okay. Can be good and can be bad. Yes? Good for California. Yes, indeed, Sam. It is good for California. But the drivers, they don't think so, right? Seriously, if you ever come to California, because it doesn't rain that often, so when it rains, people don't know how to drive, honestly. Uh, Depending on your mood, yeah? Ohima? Yeah, depends. Depends. Right? What does it depend on? Okay, so Hillary says neutral. Right? Same thing. So I'm just using the rain as an example, right? But if you look at when things happen around you, okay, like that perceived as obstacles, that perceived as challenges, okay, perceive, okay, it is what it is, okay, but it's your attitude. It's actually your attitude. Write that down. Your attitude. It's not how you react to it. It's how you respond to it. Okay, there's a difference between reacting and responding. Okay, reacting is my dog, for example. He reacts to things. He doesn't pause and think about, okay, what does this mean? Like, do I want to feel this way? Or is this what I want? Right? Animals cannot think that way. But us as human beings, you can decipher, right? This is why it's always neutral. And then you can just ask yourself, okay, what does this mean? Right? This thought, okay, so this I'll share with you guys this. One of the most powerful thing you can do to catch your thinking, right? To catch your thinking is you ask yourself this question. Does this idea or does this thought help me towards my goal? Yes or no? Does this idea, okay, that's neutral, that comes in, does this idea help me for my business or it doesn't? Okay, so depending on what market you're at, or doesn't matter what market you're at. Like if you watch the news, right? The news will tell you, oh yeah, we're going into a recession, like people are losing jobs, blah blah blah, right? Yeah. Again, it is what it is. Okay, it's neither good or bad. It's your attitude towards it. Do you see that? It doesn't matter what it is. It's your attitude towards the situation that makes it positive or negative. That makes it empowering or disempowering. Do you see that? Yes? Makes sense? Okay. And with that also, if you look at this graphic, right? With this, it also means that if it's something you feel that it's negative or it's bad, on the polar opposite, it's also very good. Do you see that? Everything is on a spectrum. If you think something is just little good, on the opposite is little bad, negative, if you will. Okay. But if you something that's perceived as supposedly really negative, right? There's gotta be the opposite. It's also true. Okay. And I'll give you this one example because this is really extreme, right? This example that I'm about to share. So for example, in the past 2 years during the pandemic, right, during COVID, is it good or is it bad? Right? When you talk about COVID situation, is it good? Is it bad? You're talking about pandemic. Is it good or is it bad? Right? It just is. It just is. But there's bad side of things, right? It's like the dark side of things, okay? Which is, people losing jobs, people having death, right? For sure. Okay. And then a lot of losses, right? On the negative side. But then on the other end, there's also a lot of good. A lot of good things come out from it. Yeah, exactly. It just is. Thank you, Janet. You see, there's a lot of good coming out from this pandemic as well, right? People getting closer, people uniting, right? Now we're opening to like virtual, right? Like now, right? People are opening to the idea of virtual learning, right? And people getting united, families coming together, right? People get to work from home, spend more time with their kids. People get to move, right? There's so many people are moving because now they realize, hey, I don't need to go to the office. I don't need to travel to have a meeting. I can just do Zoom, right? You see, so it is what it is, but there's both sides of the spectrum. Okay. So knowing this when it comes to your goal, okay? So everything that I'm going through, teaching you, sharing with you, I want you to tie into your goal, okay? So let's just say that you didn't close a sale, for example, okay? You didn't close the sale or you lost a client, okay? It may be perceived as a negative situation, but then you can look at the opposite. What can I learn from this? What good can I learn, right? What good can I focus on to focus on this? What good can I focus on? And you will find it. Right. So once you start really learning and applying and practice, right, you will realize that you are the creator of your life. Okay? Like no one or nothing outside of you is going to control how you feel, right? Nobody. Like it is just what it is. I get to choose my attitude towards this circumstances, situation, or this person. Yes? You get to choose, right? So you don't give your power away to outside things and people. Okay? So that's what I wanted to leave you guys off with. Is two of the laws. Okay, I'll talk about the law of rhythm and then the other laws tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna talk about the other three laws, and then going deeper, and then always relating back to your goals. Okay, so tonight, just to give you a assignment, okay, if you will, until tomorrow. For those of you that haven't really thought about what you want or not really clear on what is it that you want, I want you to take this time to think about what is it that you really want in this 30 days. Okay, so I know some people write amount of money. It could be health, right? It could be a trip. It could be relationship. Okay, but something that you're able to measure. Okay, so as we go along and start manifesting, okay, you're gonna become aware of all these laws, okay, so you can stay in alignment with the laws, right? And just more ease. Like, oh, you're not worried. Things are gonna come in. Recording, yes. So thank you for asking, Lori. So the recording will be available till Sunday. Yeah. So they will stay here till Sunday, and so you have opportunity to go back and catch it. Okay, beautiful. So want to thank you everyone for attending and participating, and then I'll hope to see you guys tomorrow again the same time for day 2 of how to manifest what you want in 30 days. Okay, see you then. Bye.